I was depressed, but I didn't know that I was depressed. I could be in a totally crowded room with people I know and feel totally alone. I began to start having some intrusive thoughts of suicide and self-harm and things like that. And I had a plan, but you know, I started driving, and that's when I was kind of looking for a way to do it. Something told me, no, you need to get help, you know, and that's whenever I drove my car to the hospital instead. So basically, I feel like if I would have gone anywhere else, I wouldn't have gotten the thorough help that I needed, because I didn't even have a diagnosis before I went into the hospital. It was just something I had for years and years and didn't even know what was going on. But what I loved about Lois was she had a really good sense of humor. And instead of just being a compassionate ear and just listening to what I was going through, she challenged me. And she would never outright tell me what I should do, but she led me to find that answer myself.
It's one of the true privileges that we have in the partial program as therapists, that we can see those rough edges come in. You can see that there's hope there. You can see that there's potential, and then as they move through the program, they find those strengths and they find that potential, and it just blossoms.
If someone is struggling with an emotional issue, if they have lots of stresses on them and they're overwhelmed, they need to know, first of all, they're not alone. Everyone has difficulties. Everyone at some point in their life is going to struggle. And the best course is to share that. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. So at your primary care office, you get a screening. It asks you if you're depressed or if you're dealing with depression or anxiety. And if you are, you'll have a mental health therapist right there who can say, hey, listen, let me help you out.
I really learned that, you know, depression doesn't have a face. It can affect literally anybody. Today, I have a lot more confidence than I used to, and I'm taking a lot more healthy risks that I didn't used to do before because of my anxiety. Like, I perform on stage now. I write music, which is huge for me because I always wanted to do that, but I always had a reason not to do it. Deciding to check myself and save my life, and it's not just because I was in the ER, but because of what happened after that. You know, if I hadn't gone to the ER, I may have never gone to that partial program. I may have never met Lois. I may have never gotten diagnosed or seen those doctors or had them take care of me. And I remember being really embarrassed too initially, but I think about all of those bad things that I had to go through that have led me to where I am now. And in a way, I'm kind of thankful for that low moment because it led me to get help and ultimately led me to be a better and stronger person.